Hello everybody and welcome back to Drunk Gamers and also to my Demon Hunter. I will go ahead and start talking a little bit about the skills she has and also her gear before I give you a little bit of a demonstration of what she can do and what makes this build good. So, as you can see, I'm using an unbound bow as her weapon. With a pretty good emerald gem set in there. I could probably upgrade that a little bit, but that's to be said about a lot of the gear that she has on her. She's a good damage dealer, but she isn't as strong as, like, say, my witch doctor. But once I get her some decent gear to replace her yellow items specifically, that will change. So I'm using 2 pieces of Ashira's Ward. That gives me critical hit and critical hit chance, in addition to 100 resist all elements. That's with 2 pieces of that set. I have, I think, 3 or 4 pieces of Natalia's set, which gives me the ability to quickly recharge my Rain of Vengeance and also increases Rain of Vengeance damage by 100%, effectively doubling it from what it normally is. I have the Broken Crown, giving me 10% life. That's like an alteration I did to it. A yellow, unnoteworthy medallion, Guardian's Aversion, giving me... I have 2 pieces of that, giving me 250 vitality and 8,000 life per second. My Sin Seekers, which is the item that actually tempted me to make a Demon Hunter in the first place, and this is a pretty good quiver. It's the best I've seen by far, either on the PC or the PS4 version. This is the PS4 version I'm playing right now, just to make that clear. So there's probably some items, at least in the seasons on the PC, that might be better than this. I'm not sure, because I don't play PC anymore. This is my Natalia's Reflection Ring with 45% critical hit damage, and I have the Zai's Stone of Vengeance in there that increases the damage you deal for every 10 yards between you and your enemies up to a maximum of 50 yards. So, yeah. So once I upgrade that gem more, that will become more potent. I need to find something to replace this yellow ring. Right now it hasn't happened yet. Natalia's Bloody Footprints, Natalia's Pants, and then, the other piece of the Guardians I'm using. So for my passives, I'm using Ambush, which, as you can see, gives you 40% additional damage to enemies above 75% health. Cull the Weak, increased damage against slowed or chilled enemies by 20%. As long as there are no enemies within 10 yards, all damage is increased by 20%, and that's Steady Aim. And gain 4% critical hit damage every second. This bonus is reset 1 second after you successfully critically hit. And that's a Sharpshooter passive ability. And what these do is they basically... The ranged ones, I try to stay away from guys, and so the hope is that they'll increase my damage significantly when I'm away, especially with that legendary gem adding to it. So for my active abilities, or activated abilities, I have Hungering Arrow with the Serrated Arrow, Rune that generates 7 hatred each time I hit, and that's in addition to cooling down my Rain of Vengeance. Multi-Shot, basically I've increased it to 500% weapon damage, and again that also cools down my Rain of Vengeance since it's a resource-consuming attack. Rain of Vengeance, I just have Shade on there, which basically makes the damage lightning, is what it looks like. Caltrops, I have it on there to slow enemies, which effectively increases my damage against them, as you saw with my passives. The Mark, I use the Mark of Death with the Contagion ability, because I kill guys pretty fast with this character, and that mark spreads real quick, and that 20% increased damage is a nice thing to have. Vengeance is basically like you morph into an aspect kind of like the Archon with the Wizard, and basically I have the rune on there that reduces damage in that form by 50%. So those are my skills, so let's go demonstrate. So we'll go to the Festering Woods, and Here we go. Boom, there's my Rain of Vengeance, my multi-shot. I should have probably just stuck with Hungering Arrow for that, because it would have recharged my Rain of Vengeance way quicker. And see, they just melt in my Rain of Vengeance, and it's already recharged from using my Hungering Arrow. And so, I can come over here. These guys are already hurt, they're getting, I mean, I just plink them away, and I do enough damage, I just one-shot that guy. This is an event, so there should be a decent amount of guys when I do this to kill. We'll multi-shot these guys just because I can.
Not enough hatred.
Take the hill, brothers! Don't let these dogs have it!
So Rain of Vengeance his ass, and then just clink at him with my,
Need more time.
So that wasn't the fastest kill, but generally this character kills really fast. Like, I'll take a couple pot shots at these guys, recharge my range. I mean, yeah, those were just basic skeletons, so maybe not the best ability, I mean not the best demonstration, but once I find an elite pack, you'll be able to see the power of this character.
My hatred is too low. I need more hatred to do that.
I guess this would be a pretty good place to find a high density of guys to kill, and also some elites.
Not ready yet.
And now you can see how fast I'm killing these guys. So let's go down here and I'll wipe off any more guys that might be hiding out down here.
I am returning to town.
And so that's a pretty good demonstration of how fast this character kills, and a lot of it is because of that Rain of Vengeance, and that's really what she's designed to work off of, is the quick recharge on that. And yeah, she does have a couple yellow items, so once I replace those with legendaries or set items, her damage will go way up through the roof. And also once I replace the emerald in her bow and, you know, everything else that she needs. Right now she's not totally equipped, as she should be, but she's definitely on her way there. So, thank you for watching, and in my next video I'll talk a little bit about my Crusader build, and about some of my other characters. All these characters are ones that I ported over from the PS3, so I played them on the PS3 first before porting them over to the PS4 version. Not that that really matters, but something noteworthy. Again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Be sure to check my next video with the Crusader gear and tactics. Alright, thanks guys.